if you are going to understand this region through the lenses of the Anglo-Saxon media, you will completely misunderstand what's happening in East Asia because they have a very jaundiced, black and white view of what is happening here. I mean, you take the first example you mentioned, Hong Kong. It's such a big deal in the Anglo-Saxon media. Name me one Asian country that's saying anything about Hong Kong. As far as the Asians are concerned, Hong Kong was a British colony that was illegally seized by the British in the humiliating Opium War of 1842. China's are just rectifying a huge historical humiliation by taking back Hong Kong. And Hong Kong is just part of China, right? So that's the reality. In the same way that Goa is part of India, right? So it's important, therefore, if you keep reading the Anglo-Saxon media, you get a completely distorted view in what, and this is an important point again to emphasize, okay? That the world's population is 7.8 billion people. There are 1.4 billion people in China, 1.3 billion people in India, 700 million in ASEAN. And this is what I call the new CIA, China, India, ASEAN. These will be the three major growth engines of the world. And guess what? You read the Anglo-Saxon media, you'll never understand the CIA and what's happening in this region. And let me give you one statistic. Between 2010 and 2020, let me ask you a simple question. The European Union has a combined GNP of $15 trillion. ASEAN has only got $3 trillion. In the 10 years between 2010 and 2020, who contributed more to global economic growth? Was it the European Union or was it ASEAN? And the answer is ASEAN. And nobody knows anything about ASEAN. So what you have here in this region is a culture of pragmatism that is preventing wars like Ukraine that's going to drag down the United States and EU. You keep on fighting wars, we keep on trading. And the Anglo-Saxon media will never tell you that this is all happening in this region.
抖音